bring you the latest in the world of sports. 6 numbers can change your life with Mega 6 Lotto. What would you do if you won 1 million Ghana cedis today? With only 49 numbers to choose from, Mega 6 Lotto is offering you that chance to win exciting prizes. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today is a Monday. Don't forget to catch your luck with them. Dial *266# or download the iOS and Android apps on mega6lotto.com to play. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority. Now let's begin from the camps of the senior national team. The Black Stars and Mexico handed Ghana the first defeat under coach Chris Hughton, clinching a 2-0 victory in an international friendly at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturday. This marked Hughton's first loss since taking charge of the Black Stars earlier this year. Heaven Lozano and Uriel Antuna scored for Mexico, both goals coming in the second half. Chris Hughton disappointed with the manner in which his team conceded the 2 goals in the second half.
Very sharp players, and we struggled to cope with the intensity of their game in that second half period. And the balance is if you don't cope well enough in that period, then at least you've got to be secure enough and not give away not give away goals. And I thought both the goals that we conceded, I think from our point of view, were 2 poor defensive goals, and then it becomes an uphill battle. And I think we rallied around a little bit, and I think in that final period of the game, I think I saw a good effort from the players in trying to get back in the game. But I think from that stage it was going to be very difficult.
It was always going to be difficult from that stage, according to Chris Hughton. Despite the loss, he was happy with the test. He speaks on other opportunities for players as well as trying his tactics.
So the fact they're not here, it's opportunities for others, and it was trying to fit them players in a system that I wanted to play in this particular game. We are thinking about games in the future. We are thinking about AFCON. And there's always the balance. The balance is you come here into the tough games, and the balance is how much do you experiment in one side, and the other side is these are 2 very difficult games. So it's trying to get the balance right. I certainly was happier with that balance in the first half period, but certainly not in the second.
Chris Hughton, they're certainly not happy with their results, but hopefully they get better against the United States of America as they face them at the Judy's Park in Nashville tonight on Tuesday. So Ghana hoping to get a victory in the second one. Well, but let's not forget that last Thursday Ghana was drawn in Group C alongside Egypt, Cape Verde, and Mozambique for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations finals in Cote d'Ivoire. It is difficult to judge whether the draw is favorable for the Black Stars, judging from the last Africa Cup of Nations World Cup and recent qualifiers. Former Ghana defender Tony Baffo hopes a lot of changes with the team happens before the AFCON is played.
Well, you see, transition starts from the youth. I believe the last time we had a proper transition was the day Ayu's 2009 World Cup winning squad, who met the Samoans, the Kojo Samoa, the Richard Kingston, the John Mensah, etc. And for a long time, we didn't have that again. So now we have a young team, and we are still developing. But in Ghana, we are not that patient. And Ghana will always count as the favorites. So what is important that the team gets very close, and that the team spirit must also be intact. And definitely we need to get our tactics right. This is very important. In the last match we struggled, but then in the second half time we always do better. And so I hope the second half time during the tournament will be the first half time, and then that we can make Ghanaians, Africa and the world proud again.
That is from Tony Bafo, Executive Secretary for the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, and also a former Black Stars defender on the team. Now, Member of Parliament for Tamale South and owner of Ghana Premier League side Karela United, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, is optimistic Ghana can win a title very soon, provided things are done right ahead of the AFCON that comes up in January 2024.
I think part of our problem is just getting the players to know each other and get to play with each other as teamwork. And instill the value of discipline in them, and we are there. I'm very optimistic about the future of Ghana football. Well, I congratulate Kurt and the newly elected executive of ESCO and all those who are responsible, that they should not fail us. They should inspire our young people and ensure that our national team are able to come back home with some laurels that we can celebrate. They should look for gold and go for gold.
They should look for gold and go for gold. That is it there from the Black Stars, Honorable Haruna Idrisu there. Now moving away from the men's national team to the Ghana Under-20 women's national team, and they delivered an impressive performance to win a 3-0 over Guinea-Bissau in the second leg of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 World Cup at the Accra Sports Stadium with a comfortable 3-goal advantage. From the first leg, the Ghanaian team, referred to as the Black Princesses, clinched a commanding 6-0 aggregate win, ending them a spot in the third round. They are scheduled to face Eswatini. Princesses coach Yusuf Basigi after the game.
You know, we've missed the services of about 3-4 of our key players. So now the new inclusion, they are yet to pick up the rhythm. So that's why I told them to have patience to play. I was having enough time for them, so that because I didn't want to put pressure on them, because they have not gotten the concept yet. So that is why I was always on them, just to keep them on track.
Just to keep them on track, Yusuf Basigi, the team's main goal is to advance to the final qualifying round, where they could potentially go up against formidable opponents like Senegal, Benin, or Uganda. Securing victory in this round would earn the team the coveted ticket to Colombia. Yusuf Basigi says he's going to do all he can to get some notes on his new opponent, Eswatini.
Honestly, no, I don't have information about them. But before we play them, at least, if not for the junior team, we'll have an idea of how the senior team play. And I know that it will not be too much of difference with the junior team. So before then, we'll get to know how they play. I wouldn't say it's a rebuilding team, but it's ongoing team, which of course will be adding and subtract. DFA is not putting pressure on us, but we have set target for ourselves, because we also want to make names for ourselves. We have set the target, the technical team, and then the players have also set the target, because we all need to get up there. So we are self-motivated to play. For the GFA, they are not putting any pressure on us.
No pressure on them to deliver, just like the Black Queens are delivering, but they are getting the right result. Now to another matter of interest here. The Mediama SC played a commendable game on Sunday as they fell short narrowly, losing 2-1 to DC United on Saturday at the Audi Field in Washington, D.C. DC United started the game on a strong note, resulted in them taking the lead. Nevertheless, Mediama settled into their rhythm, managed to get an equalizer through Nuruddin Abdullahi, the defender, capitalizing on a mistake from the DC United goalkeeper. The Major League Soccer club responded with another goal, ultimately sealing their victory. To Mediama's dismay, their second goal was disallowed due to a foul on the goalkeeper by striker Jonathan. So very good one in there from Mediama SC, representing Ghana in there. They had to play with only 15 players, 11 on the field and 4 substitutes, after a number of their players had issues securing visas for the trip. Now to the Ghana Premier League, and Karela United striker Evans Abdomako scored his 4th goal of the season, but his club lost 3-2 to Real Tamale United. So now a local derby in Tamale. Karela United actually managed to bag all 3 points. Now to other results from the Ghana Premier League. Brekum Chelsea 1, Nations FC 0. Legon Cities 1, Bechem United 1, Samatex 2, Dreams FC 0, and Bufokwa settled for a goalless draw against Gold Stars in there. Asante Kotoko defeated Adriana FC 1-0 last Friday. Head coach Prosper Nateogum after the win.
the way we played in Accra, they've been able to reproduce the same performance. And for Kalu, it's a good birthday gift for himself. Today is his birthday, and I'm proud of him. Good showpiece. That is his trademark, and he used it when the opportunity. But then the most important thing is that we kept our structure on the field. We changed our game approach from trying to build up to trying to use the players on the flanks, trying to play the ball behind them, and it worked. We had some few chances out of those long surging passes, and I think it was good for us.
Good for them. That is from Dr. Prosper Natiogo, Adriana FC coach, Yawe Champo, after losing the game to Asante Kotoko.
Yeah, very disappointed because especially in the first half, we did it. To me, it wasn't a good game at all in the first half. But I think we came back strongly in the second half, knowing that we can equalize or do something, but it couldn't come. I'm a little disappointed. I think football has been like that. Sometimes you have bad day in office, so we will go back and strengthen our team. We'll strengthen the team for the next game. I think, like I said, it was very disappointing. So we will go back and then fix it. I know they all watch this game and then they know exactly what happened. We will go back there and prepare and then see what comes.
They are going to go back, prepare, and see what happens in the next game. Now, Heart of Lions versus Heart of Folk was postponed due to the Akosombo Dam water spillage at Sugagope, whilst Mediama SC's game against Nswatraman has been rescheduled for a later date due to Mediama's trip to the United States of America. Now, this afternoon at the Accra Sports Stadium, Great Olympics play against Accra Lions. Moving on to some international football stories. In Nigeria have announced strikers Victor Osimhen and Kelechi Iheanacho have quit the team's training camp in Portugal before a friendly with Mozambique. Napoli striker Osimhen has returned to his base in Italy after he suffered a hamstring injury during Friday's friendly against Saudi Arabia. The official statement did not mention the severity of the hamstring injury he suffered, though he underwent a scan on Saturday. For Iheanacho, on the other hand, he left the camp for England for personal reasons. Now to the Euro 2024 qualifiers. Wales had to breathe new life into their chances of qualifying for the tournament as Harry Wilson's double earned a famous 2-1 win over Croatia in Cardiff on Sunday. Rob Pate's men move above the World Cup semi-finalists into second place in Group D of qualifying, with Croatia now at risk of missing a major tournament for the first time since the 2010 World Cup. Now, Switzerland also left it late to secure a 3-3 draw at home to Belarus on Sunday. For Spain, they booked their place at the Euro 2024 with a 1-0 win over Norway on Sunday, also enabling Scotland to qualify from Group A. Young midfielder Gavi fired home early in the second half to help the 2008 and 2012 European Championship winners progress to the tournament in Germany next summer. Erling Haaland can now only potentially qualify with his nation Norway through playoffs, but need to hold on to third and hope Serbia qualify from Group G to be eligible. So that is it now. Some other results: Georgia 4, Cyprus 0, Czech Republic 1, Faroe Islands 0, Turkey thrashed Latvia by 4-0. Poland settled for a 1-0 draw against Moldova, and Romania defeated Andorra by 4-0. Some matches coming up today: there is Azerbaijan against Austria, Belgium against Sweden, Iceland against Liechtenstein, Luxembourg against Slovakia, Bosnia and Herzegovina against Portugal, Netherlands travel to Greece, and Gibraltar against Ireland. Now some tennis, and Zheng Qinan swept her second career title on home soil at the Zhengzhou Open on Sunday, winning a hard-fought 3-set final and celebrating with an impromptu karaoke session at the trophy ceremony. A 2-6, 6-2, 6-4 victory over Czech 7th seed Barbora Krejcikova to become just the third Chinese woman to win a singles title at the WTA level or higher, after Lina and Zheng Sasai. Now to the men's, Hubert Hurkacz, the pool saved a match point on his way to victory over Andrei Rublev in the Shanghai Masters final 6-3, 3-6, 7-6. Both men were seeking a second Masters 1000th title, with world number 17 Hurkacz winning out in a heavy hitting contest. So now the pool 26 sent down 21 aces on his way to a first title at this level since winning in Miami in 2021. Now to the tennis world: Hubert Hurkacz won the Shanghai, Zheng Qinan won the Zhengzhou, and then in Hong Kong, Leila Fernandez won as Jessica Pegula won in Seoul. Now finishing off with some Rugby World Cup shock, and South Africa crashed France's hopes of a maiden World Cup title after withstanding a Paris storm to emerge 29-28 winners of a furious and vintage quarterfinal. In a contest for ages on Sunday, a scintillating first half ended in a brutal street fight, and the Springboks' experience made a difference against the French team, playing their first knockout game since coach Fabien Galtier took over 4 years ago. The defending champion South Africa twice came from behind to overcome France in that pulsating encounter and have set a date with England, who also defeated Fiji at the Stade de France next Saturday. That will be all for sports this morning. My name is Kelvin Owusu Ansah. But thanks to Mega 6 Lotto, 6 numbers can change your life. What would you do if you won 1 million Ghana cedis today with only 49 numbers to choose from? Mega 6 Lotto is offering you the chance to win exciting prizes. Don't forget to play before 5 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Dial *266# or download the iOS and Android apps on mega6lotto.com to play. Mega 6 Lotto is approved and regulated by the National Lotteries Authority. Have a hugely wonderful Monday. Sunrise continues after this.